Everybody, good afternoon. Welcome to the On the Pod, as always. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for joining us. This is fun.
A lovely Sunday afternoon here.
Yep.
I am pretty hungry though because it's almost dinner time and
Yeah.
I get very hangry around 6 p.m.
I'm waiting for the cranky part to like come in and
Yeah.
attack me.
Seriously, I get so cranky. You actually, I don't know, you get insanely cranky.
Oh, dude, don't even ask.
When when there's any sort of like hunger involved on your end, watch out for me.
Well, okay, because my problem is I associate me eating with us eating. It's not just me. It's us.
Oh my gosh, can we please talk about that? If you want to get ice cream or if you want to do anything unhealthy,
I can't do it unless you want to eat it too.
it's such bullshit. Why do you care if I do or not?
Because if I'm eating by myself, I just look like a freaking pig and I don't want to.
Okay, but even if I'm eating something unhealthy by myself, I don't give a fuck if you judge me or not.
But you're okay. I'm not saying you're judging me. I'm saying I can't eat something by myself because
I would easily go and get that stuff for you, even if I'm not enjoying it, hand deliver it to you, and yet somehow if I'm not getting something for myself.
you have to eat with me.
That's-
As a girl, we cannot eat alone. And if we are, it's like I either look fat or it's like sad or what. You just have to eat with me.
I mean, I get it. If it's a good meal, you want to enjoy it with me, but
Yeah. And most of the time, it's you who's feeding me. So it's like if I'm hungry,
Wait,
most of the time it's your problem.
Are you saying because I'm paying for it? Is that why? That's actually a good point. Oh my gosh, you just kind of cracked the code here, where girls want guys to eat with them because then they will buy it for the both of you.
Because then I don't have to pay.
That's so true.
No, okay, so
Don't fucking lie. That is a part of it.
I don't mind paying for things. I just feel like you love paying for our meals, you know?
I mean, if it were free, I would rather prefer that. I don't love paying for things.
No, okay, so
Obviously, if it's between a choice, yes.
Sure, I mean, I do pay for meals sometimes when you let me.
Yeah.
So I would say most of the time you don't let me because you like being like the like provider in the relationship, which
right.
so appreciate. And so again, that's why I associate me eating with us eating because it's most of the time you feeding me.
I cannot believe I just now noticed that's probably a major reason for that. Number one,
It's not.
lack of judgment. Number two, it comes free most of the time.
It's not.
That
It's
is
not.
so true. But also, okay, while we're on the topic of food, I think it came up yesterday or a couple days ago when I don't know what we were eating, but can you please explain the difference between a wrap and a burrito?
Oh my gosh.
Like, for example, at Board and Brew, a turkey wrap is a burrito. And at Chipotle, it's a burrito, but you could call it a wrap almost. Like, what the fuck is the difference?
I think a burrito is.
I genuinely think that a wrap is just trying to be like an upscale burrito.
What makes it a wrap though?
They're both a fucking tortilla.
Okay, you know what? I would say a burrito is only ever tortilla. Okay?
But that's what
Agreed?
I'm trying to say, is even wraps, they are tortillas.
It can be, but a wrap can also be like a spinach tortilla.
A spinach wrap. Oh my goodness.
No. Okay, fine.
Okay. The tortilla part of it could be made with different things. I know that.
Yes.
But they're both contents inside of a tortilla, which is
I
the
guess-
same thing.
Okay, so a wrap is a burrito?
I
But
I think all wraps are burritos, but not all burritos are wraps, in my opinion.
Okay, explain that.
Because I feel like wraps are a bougier burrito. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I guess.
No,
but
you don't know what I mean.
No, I don't. What do you mean? What makes it bougie?
In the sense that most likely when you go to get a wrap, it's from a place that sells like more expensive things. Or like that's the healthier version of a sandwich, so they upcharge for it, even though it's less fucking ingredients.
I think, honestly, it is the marketing.
Exactly.
Like you said, it
Yes.
like sounds healthier to say, I'm getting a wrap instead of I'm getting a burrito.
Literally, I feel like when you say I'm getting a wrap, you're somehow tricking yourself into being healthy. And a burrito is clearly most of the time not.
Okay, I agree. I think it's definitely having to do with the marketable, like like the look of it.
Yeah,
I'm
like
gonna-
a chicken,
yeah. Okay.
like, because obviously no one's gonna say, "Oh, look at this chicken Caesar salad burrito."
Yes.
It's a
Okay, so
chicken
we've
Caesar salad wrap.
So we've determined a burrito is a wrap. A wrap is a burrito.
Yes,
either or,
they're
vice
both
versa.
interchangeable, and the contents inside of it will dictate whether or not it's a wrap or a
No,
burrito.
no, I don't even think the content's inside.
Absolutely. What are you talking about?
What makes a burrito unhealthy?
If I go to Trader Joe's and I go get a chicken Caesar salad and underneath it says burrito instead of wrap, that sounds really fucking weird.
yeah,
am I crazy for
that's
thinking
true.
that?
Yeah, that's true.
It's like,
Okay, so then the burrito, so then a wrap is not a burrito.
I don't know. I don't fucking know.
No, we're
It's
just
all,
going back and
I'm just saying
forth.
that there's no difference.
We're right back where we started.
I think there's no difference in terms of like the concept.
Okay.
The ingredients can change, and maybe that changes what's in, like, what it's called.
Okay, so then within that same argument, is a hot dog a hamburger? Or sorry, within that same argument, is a hot dog a sandwich?
Yes, absolutely.
How?
A hot dog is a piece of meat in between a bun. Just because the bun is connected at the bottom, people think it's not a sandwich.
But no, but that's the thing. A sandwich has very many different things than a hot dog bun, right? Like,
But I can make a turkey sandwich with 2 slices of bread and just turkey, right? Those are both meats in between buns, and that's a sandwich. That's the same thing as a hot dog, except the shape is different. Who cares what else goes on top of it? It's still a sandwich.
I mean, I guess you could make a hot dog from like sandwich bread. You just fold it.
Yeah,
and
that's
then-
like, you see all those memes online about
Yeah.
how I'm struggling, I'm broke, and the hot dog is on a piece of bread. Even then, I feel like it's still a sandwich.
Yeah, okay, fine. I agree. A hot dog is a sandwich.
Yes.
So that's put to
Absolutely.
rest. A wrap is a burrito,
Yeah.
and a hot dog is a sandwich.
Yes.
Okay, we're settled. That's it.
I know.
No
There's-
more arguing about it.
There's a lot of food debates out there that I feel like we could probably
Like
start. Not necessarily debate, but I guess for you, I already have mine. Name your top 3 chips.
My top 3 chips?
Yes.
I can't pick 3.
Yes, you have to pick 3.
Okay. Hot Funyuns,
Is number 1?
number 1.
You just don't eat them that much, though.
Okay, because they're like freaking expensive.
Oh my, dude, can we please talk about how expensive chips are getting?
So expensive. We went to the store, and how much was a bag of Hot Funyuns?
It was like it was literally $6 after tax. What the fuck is that?
Remember
That's a
when
bag
it was
of
like
chips.
$2?
I can't stand that. And you know that these chip manufacturers' costs are staying almost the same.
Yes.
And they're just like, ooh, inflation is a thing we can blame
Yes.
that can't rebuttal.
Yep.
Let's jack up those prices.
Which is really freaking funny because remember how eating healthy used to be expensive and a luxury? Now it's both ways.
Yeah.
Fast food and
Dude,
like
the cost of food is so fucked right now. I can't
So
stand
bad.
it.
It's so
Whether
bad.
it's like just going to the grocery store, going to like Taco Bell, or actually going out to eat dinner, we can't go to eat dinner and spend less than $100.
Oh my gosh.
And that's being cheap.
Yes.
If there's any drinks involved,
Yes.
I bet we could even spend $100 without spending anything on drinks.
Sure. Yeah. And I mean, honestly, I prefer date nights in and cooking meals ourselves because of how much we're spending.
Yeah.
Like that money, 1, we can save. 2, we're fucking planning a wedding right now.
Yeah.
So
that
it's-
shit gets expensive.
Yes. And so like I agree that like date nights should be more of like an occasion, and
Right.
I'm on board with that. I mean, we both are on board. I mean, a lot of people, they do a lot of date nights all the time.
Right.
You know, but I honestly, I don't want to break my wallet just for a meal that like probably a chef, someone else
yeah.
wants to cook for me.
Eventually, when we have enough money to not care about money, of
Yeah.
course, let's go out to dinner all the fucking time because I love it. But on top of that, the added nuisance of like having to get ready and drive to that place, or
my
call an Uber
God.
if we want to drink.
Yes.
Like going out to dinner, I feel like is low key
Yes.
overrated.
Not even that, just going out in general, even with your friends, it is a whole like
My friends, what the fuck? What about your friends?
I'm saying in general, just your friends.
I'm just okay. I thought you meant like you're calling out
No,
my
not
friends.
yours.
Yeah.
Your
Yeah.
friends.
Okay. I thought you were talking about my friends. And I was
No.
like, what the fuck are you
I'm
saying?
talking about you with your friends, me with my friends.
Okay.
Just going out in general, okay? So, like going out right now and how expensive it is. Let's think about it. We have the cost of the Uber.
Yes.
We have the cost of the cover charge, whatever, because bars and
Dude,
stuff, they do
cover
cover
charges,
charges.
get the fuck outta here with
We
those.
get there, we have the cost of the drinks and then the food.
Wait, hold on. You are describing all of these things from a guy's perspective. None of that exists for a girl.
Okay, so if us girls go out by ourselves, you're not there to pay.
You don't pay a cover charge most of the time.
Yes, we do.
Anywhere you go, most likely girls get in free. Drinks, obviously, as a
Maybe in Vegas, but not out here.
For a girl in a relationship, I mean, you better be paying for your drinks. That's how I see it.
Baby, I'm always paying.
Oh, of course. But I'm just saying, if we're going out together, none of that exists for you.
Okay, sure, but again, going back to the beginning of this,
Yeah.
story. When you go out with your friends, or when I go out with my friends,
Right.
the process is the paying for the Ubers there, then paying for the drinks, then paying for the meals, and then if you guys choose to go out somewhere else, you pay more cover charges, pay more money, and then you come home, take the Uber. That's another ride. Like, oh, you have to pay for it. There's so many costs. I plan to spend at least like $200 when I go out with my friends. That's why it's so rare that I go with my friends.
$200 to go out with your friends
That's why I don't go out.
for a one night out, just going to bars.
Because it all adds up.
I mean, that's true with Ubers and then drinks and food.
It honestly, that's why I rarely go out. I prefer to just stay in.
Yeah.
Because like the food is cheaper slightly, and
you get to put something on the
yes,
TV. You
I
get
can
to
be
chill.
comfy, no makeup.
Yes,
like as much as I love makeup,
the comfort level is at an all-time high when you're at home. But then again, it's like, I feel like it's a trap because you then get suckered into never going out, and it's like, well, fuck, man, that's a part of what life is about.
Yeah.
Because I feel like some of the good memories we have is from going out.
That's true. I mean, especially towards the beginning of our relationship, we would go out and stuff and make those memories, and like I don't know, like that's sure, that's a given. But I'm just saying that, like, it's nice to stay home and do all that stuff at home too. Like we love drinking at home together.
I know. That's
it's
so
fun.
And okay, I think a very important thing to talk about is in terms of like if it's a weekend and we're chilling, and whether we go out to dinner or not, and we are eating food, the amount that we eat will then dictate what happens afterwards. You know what I mean? Like clearly, if we eat so much to the point where we're super full, we're clearly not having fun after that dinner. In terms, you get what I'm trying to say. Yes.
Yes.
And that's where
my mom watches this.
A cheat code is to have fun before you eat. And that's where.
Oh my gosh, we discovered that.
Yes, that is an absolute cheat code.
So, yeah, that is a really great point. Like us girls, okay, get ready and stuff, and you guys like have food. Like before you even have food, okay, you're ready, and it's like, have a drink or two, whatever.
Yes.
Get a little spicy, have fun, and then have your meal after, because then you're bloated.
You don't have to give a shit.
Yes.
You get to have as much food as you want, knowing that thing already happened prior. So you're in the clear, right?
Yes, and I feel like you're less bloated as a girl too, and you're not full.
Everything is better. You're not full, you're not bloated. It's earlier in the night, so you're not tired, and then you get to enjoy. And then if say those things are reversed and then you end up not doing that thing, well, then you don't feel guilty about it either.
Yes, exactly. I prefer that, I feel like. But I mean, it depends, because if you're hungry, like, just eat.
Yes, obviously don't starve yourself for that sole purpose, but you get what we're trying to say.
Yes, it is fun.
Yeah.
It is definitely fun. Oh my gosh, I forgot there was something that we wrote down that I knew we wanted to talk about.
What?
I just forgot what it was, but I just know.
Let's see here.
Certain things. Oh, okay. I have a question. Well, actually, I already know the answer to this.
What?
I know the answer, but I'm going to ask you for the sake of the podcast.
Okay.
Spotify or Apple Music?
Dude, I can't stand Spotify.
I hate Apple Music.
Apple Music is the best.
No, it's not
Don't
the
even
best.
fucking argue with me about this.
Listen, not everything is on Apple Music.
Okay.
Spotify has everything.
For the lack of potentially very small amounts of music that is not on Apple Music, the integration with Siri is insanely more beneficial.
Okay.
My point exactly.
In what way?
In the sense where I can say, hey Siri, play X album, or play this song, or this playlist. None of that exists with Spotify.
So the only reason that makes
Expanded edition by Chris Brown now playing.
Hey Siri, stop playing music.
that wasn't supposed to happen.
Whoops, I didn't mean to say that.
Oh my god. Okay.
That's hilarious.
Don't say the Heysiri.
I know.
Does it recognize if you spell it?
No, definitely not. Okay, but I think besides the whole Spotify versus Apple Music, one thing that we can both agree on is when you add a song to a playlist, it needs to be put at the fucking top.
No.
Are you kidding me? when you add things to your playlist, eventually it gets so built up at the bottom that that's where you want to start. And I can't stand that.
You know, you can rearrange it that way.
What do you mean?
On Spotify, you can.
You can set where if you add a song.
You can set it alphabetically. You can do it from oldest to newest.
But that's what I'm trying to say is
so
like.
your playlist, as soon as you hit play, it'll start from the top. So it's up to you how you want to sort it on Spotify.
I think that exists.
Why Spotify is better?
No, I still think Apple Music is better. And also one thing you probably haven't noticed is Apple Music plays music louder through Bluetooth than with Spotify.
Why?
Because it's Apple, so they get to make their music sound better. So you're more.
Sure?
I bet you.
How much is Apple Music?
It's $11 a month.
Ooh, I already pay that much for another subscription.
Is Spotify 10, or did they raise it to 11 also?
It's 10.
Yeah, because Apple Music just raised their prices to $11 a month.
Ooh.
But in terms of volume, it goes Spotify, Apple Music, and then SoundCloud plays music insanely loud.
Oh, I love SoundCloud.
Yes, and that volume
I should download the app, honestly.
It's a whole nother level with SoundCloud volume.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
And they have like everything.
Yes.
Instead of like Spotify and Apple Music is like some or the other, but
I just don't like the integration of SoundCloud.
Yeah.
SoundCloud is a great place to find those one-off songs that aren't anywhere to be found.
Yeah.
But other than that, I just don't really fuck with it.
Really?
Yeah, it's
so
just
does it
like
sound good?
It's just, no, it sounds great and it sounds the loudest. But
okay, wait, can we talk about something?
What?
I'm sorry I always bring it up, but I
What?
just need like, why are you wearing a wife beater right now?
Baby, this is just a tank top. Please don't call it a wife beater.
And a blue hat, LA hat, like with
Babe,
you just
no.
look like you could beat me up.
Why baby, what the fuck are you saying?
Not in a bad way. I mean, you look like you could like ruin my life.
But baby,
and
why
it's
is
in a
that an
good way.
attractive trait? I don't understand. You like want me to be physically threatening to you.
No. No, you look like a bad boy who could take care of me, you know?
Okay, but clearly it's just a tank top and a hat.
You look hot.
Okay, well nonetheless, I don't understand why you want me to be like physically like scary to you.
I need you to look very threatening to everybody else, but to me be like a
Yeah, that's a.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, girls love when guys are a dick to everybody except for the girl they're
Well,
dating.
not everybody.
Well, except for the girl they're dating, and clearly family and friends.
Like
but
we've talked about this before. Like I've said it to people too because it's true. You have that demeanor when we go out. Like it's like you could either be my bodyguard or my man.
I don't know. I definitely do have like a really bad resting bitch face.
Which honestly I love because
I mean, by default, I'm less approachable, which of course I'm sure you love that because then it scares everybody
that's
away.
not true. I honestly think girls like that you're like that.
That's, oh my God.
I'm
babe.
talking-
The fact that you think that like I interact with any female.
I know. I don't think you interact.
But in general, even like the opportunity
No.
is never there to
I
begin
never
with.
think that.
Yet that
no.
is so not true.
Baby, I never think you're interacting with females. I think girls in their head like you
But
that
that's
you don't
what I'm
know.
saying. That's what I'm saying. You you think that other girls' thought process is one way when it's never the case.
Babe.
That's never the case.
Babe.
Baby, girls' thoughts are so much
Babe.
less sexual than guys.
Babe.
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 Oh my God, you're being annoying. No, I'm trying to tell you.
I'm a girl, I know.
And you should understand that girls' thoughts are way less sexual by default than guys.
Do you know girls' thoughts?
No, but you don't know guys' thoughts either. And you
Okay,
just have
do
to
you
go
know
off
guys' thoughts?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, do I know girls' thoughts?
For the most part.
I rest my case.
Oh my God. Babe, you can't deny that girls think less sexually than men. What are you saying? I don't understand.
I just feel like you haven't met enough sex positive girls. You know what I mean?
I understand that they're out there, but I'm telling you that that's not the
there's
majority.
a lot of them.
I'm not saying that there's not a lot.
Honestly, I would argue to say that any bar that you go out to that you see a single girl, it's the same situation for guys, except guys are forward and they'll come up to you. But for a girl, in the back of their head, they're like, that guy's cute.
I disagree. I think a lot of girls could go to a social setting single and have the sole intention to have fun and not have any sexual intentions.
I didn't say there wasn't some. I'm saying that they like most girls are the same as guys, and in their head they're like, that guy's cute.
Okay, but see, cute versus I want to fuck that girl are two very different things.
Hey, sometimes again, sex positive girls, they'll do that.
Baby, that's what I'm trying to say. There's two very different things. Girls can think a guy is cute and that's it, versus a guy will just be like, that girl's hot and I want to fuck her. There's no in between. I feel like,
Well,
there's a difference here.
I'm not saying they're the same because I feel like guys, they just want to like.
Right. And most girls
But-
do not think like that.
But no, I'm not saying all girls, but I am saying you don't understand how many do.
Baby, and I'm saying that they still exist.
Okay.
But they're a minority compared to.
Agree to disagree.
I can't stand that. But nonetheless, I'm hungry. I want to go out to dinner, but we should make dinner. I don't know. I don't know where we're going with that.
I'm really hungry too. I don't know. You know what's funny actually?
What?
No one. You know what's funny actually?
What?
We've had.
I'm laughing
we've-
before you even say
I
it.
know.
What's
'Cause, you
happening?
know, we've had Veronica in this room with us,
Oh, our
and nobody's
statue?
ever made any comments.
No one ever.
This is Veronica.
The
Welcome.
fact that it's just like welcomely like open here and no one says anything about it is
No
so
one's
funny.
talked about her body.
Yeah, you guys look alike.
She's. By the way, I don't have a pillow.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah.
But it's also funny because your pants are black with the couch and it looks like you're just like a floating torso. You know what I mean? Like on camera, you look like a floating
You
torso.
think?
Yeah.
With this is like velvet.
There's a tiny bit of your skin showing right now, but that's the only separator. But
No, there's no separation.
yeah, now you just look like a floating torso.
And now we have two floating torsos.
Flirting torso.
That is the one thing too. I appreciate that in our relationship, which I'm sure so many other relationships alike that are like us who have a foundation where you guys can flirt and be like fun and spicy, but also there's like the underlying like goofiness that we have between each
and
other.
giving each other shit.
Yes.
And the
like,
fact that neither of us can ever get away with saying anything incorrectly is so frustrating.
yes, you have to enunciate your words in this relationship, otherwise it's over.
If you fuck up at all, it's going to be brought attention to.
Exhibit A, what you did before.
Literally, though. Like, if I say something with the slightest deviation from the norm, you're going to repeat it. I can't get away with anything.
Yeah, no, you can't. And I can't either. But I mean, honestly, I think that makes it fun.
Yeah, seriously.
You know?
And I also think it keeps us on our toes because we're forced to think about what we say or else it's just going to get ripped to shreds.
Yes. Oh my God. It's like you're in school again.
Yeah. Well, in a good way. The
In a
fun
good
way.
Yes. I'm trying to think. I knew there was something else that we wanted to talk about, but it's probably on the.
I mean, we it's not like there's a limit to how many episodes we can film, but
Yeah.
it's getting a little bit late. I know we're both getting hungry,
Mm-hmm.
and I just want to say thank you for tuning in with us. And I just wanted to, I don't know, anything you want to say? I don't know
You're
where
taking over.
I don't know where I was going with that.
Well, I appreciate you. He appreciates you. We both appreciate how much you guys have been watching us. And we will take any suggestions, any comments you guys make. We like to use those in our podcast and kind of answer them and stuff. So, I mean, I'm sure there's some topics that you guys have for us that
Yes,
we could talk about.
please keep
throw
those
those in.
comments coming because I think it gives
We're
us.
obviously reading them. I mean, the pillow's gone. So.
Yeah, seriously. Like, I think that goes to show clearly
Yes.
that we're reading comments
Yes.
when you don't have a pillow anymore. So give us that feedback, whether it's on
Yes.
any social media channel. We're obviously going to see it.
Subscribe to our YouTube.
Yes. Whatever you're not subscribed or following, please do so because we greatly appreciate it.
Yes.
But thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you in the next
Thanks,
one.
guys.
Bye.
Bye.